welcome to my channel. Welcome to my TikTok, book Instagram. Daya, the Discover thing. So I wanted to discuss and show you my wrap up through 3 months, January, February, March, of the book I read so far. And I can tell you that I read 19 books in those 3 months. One nice April, so I finished my one book, so I can play my 20 book overall. And my goal here is 40, as you can see. Yep. So the first book of the year that I read, that was not able to finish 2023, Belladonna, Pink Exclusive, Spread Agent. This is the first series of 3-book trilogy, Belladonna. I think I rate 4. It was a little bit, I don't know, a little bit hard for me to get through it, but overall, I like it. And I'm so sorry to read the second book, which is 5 plus, and the third book is coming up. The third book is coming up, I believe, May, June, soon. Wisteria. So, yeah. I need to read Fog Love. The second book I read, I don't know what I read. I thought I was gonna like it, but I didn't like it. It's Stephen King, The Body. It's a short book. Think like 179. This book, it was so hard for me. I almost DNF this book. I got something on my book TikTok telling me to do DNF, but I was like, I want DNF, but I don't want to, because I want to complete the book and to see if I like it or not. Plus, I wanted to reach my goal of the year book number, so yep, I rate 3. So this is what I say. Actually, I rate between 2.5 and 3 stars. It just is not for me. Sorry, Stephen King. And I actually have your other book, The Institution. So I got this Institution. I haven't read it, not yet. So we will see. So the next book is a short book story, spicy, romance, dark romance. Ha! No Place to Hide by Harper Ashley and Vin Hurwitton. This book is so spicy. And I like the chapter, I like it. It's like 97 or close to 100 pages, I think. Yeah, 99 pages. It's so hot. I'd give this 5 stars. It was dark, warming, it was hot, spicy. Oh my god. I got this for Christmas in 2023. Thank you for somebody gave me this book and my family member. The next book I read, Just Say Yes by Goldie Maversky. I love this cover. Beautiful. This book is like 300, close to 310. I thought it was in India, but I was wrong. It was Latina immigrant. She did not know she was undocumented. When she found out, she could not, because she wanted to apply for college since she's in senior year. And then she found out the true story that her mom was keeping for a long time since she was little. It was good. And it was the debut book for this year. And I'm happy to read it after I got this book released. I read less than 1 week. I love this. I gave first star. Yeah. The next book I read, Electric. It was the first book that I read by Abby Jimenez. And her book was Worst Green Man Ever. Ebook. So I read this book and I rated first star. I don't even remember what it was about. I know it was a short story and it was about the couple. So, like I say, it was a short book. I don't even remember. Anyway, next book. Mega book. My first mega book of the year. She and Her Cat by Makoto Shinkai. This is so cute. It's about the cat that was a stray cat and the girl found the cat and the rest is history. And then somehow the girl had a problem in her life, like social introvert. And then somehow she went out and the cat was so worried about him. The cat looked for her and then she realized it's the cat what she needed. It's just a cute, a little bit. It's standalone, no series. So I believe I gave first star. Yep, I gave first star. The next book that I read, it was 3 books that I read out of school. Because I work as an American Sign Language interpreter for my student who is deaf, like me. She's in first grade, so she get, hold on. Hello.
A few moments later.
Part 2. I'm back. So the book that I read is a kid book, obviously, because we had a special class, which is library. My student grabbed the book so she can take home and read. And she gave me a book so I can read because she know I read a book. She wanted me to read her book that she picked. So here's the book. The Creepy Crayon by Aaron Rolando. It was a cute, creepy, it just I put a note. It's a cute, simple, and creepy that gives you a goosebump if you're a kid. So I get first star. My next book reading that she picked was The Electric Secret by Maria S. Barbaro, Pokemon, level 2 reader. I think I rated 3 stars. I played Pokemon game app, but this book, it was, that's why I gave 3 stars. The other book that she picked is T. West Nocha Buena by Richard Anton. It's a Christmas Eve in Hispanic culture. I rate this first star because, like I said, it's about Christmas Eve. They invited the family, they celebrate together, and it's the same as my culture. Since I'm Latina, so I'm like, yep, that's my culture, that's my tradition, so I give first star. The next book that I read, that I got this book from Christmas 2023, I gave this book first star. It's just so cute. Less than 130 pages less. It's Here My Fractured Heart. by Amber Lockrock. It's her third book debut that she wrote. And it's just a cute vet animal doctor. Look at this cover. This is Dr. Arthur. This is Lilia. And this is Emery. Emery got moved from another state because she wanted a fresh new life for a visit. And then apparently these two with the S used to be S. And now these two are together. The rest is just history. So I put some tag and I even put some highlight and light. It just love it. A little spicy later. The next book that I read, that is my first book by Shirley Limpina, The Couple Next Door. I gave first star. It was like, holy crap, what the fuck, wow. It just was wow. Less than 310 pages. I love this book, and I cannot wait to try more books from her. I'm gonna go detail now in this video. I will be detail some of the books that I love and don't like individually. So wait and not spoiling review, not yet. The next book that I read, Give Me a Sign, by Anna Turner. She's a deaf author. This book, it took me a while to finish it. It's a YA. It was kind of slow for me, but at the same time, I was like, yep, because I am deaf. And I know how this person feels. So this girl is the chick deaf, but she's learning as since she grew up speaking. You know, she comes from a heavy family, she doesn't accept her identity and stuff. But when she got older, she's like, well, I'm not gonna try. She found him, and the rest of the people in that camp, the rest is history. I get this 3 star, and I know that Anna Turner is writing her second book, standalone. It's not a series, so I'm gonna keep an eye at the other book. So is that represented, and I love anything like LGBT, deaf rap, black rap, Latino rap, the next book that I read online, it was Love Language by Jazz Chandler. It was a short story. I like this. And I did not know that he knows sign language, New Zealand sign language. I'm like, another deaf representation. Sign language. Since he's a hearing, but he knows because he has somebody, that family member who is deaf. So yeah, I get this faster. I read this book in one day. I love it. The next book that I read was my first graphic novel, Mooncase by Wendy Sue and Susie. Another graphic novel. This is a graphic novel. My first book, graphic novel, Electric, KU. It was a Kindle eliminated on Kindle. LGBT representation, deaf representation, has a magic, witch, werewolf, magic, spell, demon, other. I love it. My second graphic novel, it was M&M, Snowflake Kisses, a Noah Versa story. by Jordan Green. Another disability representation is a non-verbal. It's not deaf, but non-verbal for some reason. And these two went with adoptive parent, go on a field trip, like to the cabin and during the snow. It's just a strange story. He knows sign. He can use the phone, mobile speaker, or text. It's the way he can communicate since he's a non-verbal. I just like it. It's so cute. I get 1 star. The next letter is like enemy. This is Harder to Haiti by Bella Shen and Lisa Pink. I get this star, 5 star. I rate this on nukes. Oh my god, it's really, really hot. And this reminds me of the anime that I have watched before. It's called Super Lovers. It's similar to this. Similar. Just a different name character, a little bit different changes, but it's still the same. If you haven't watched it, watch Anime Super Lovers or read this book. The next book short story that I read was Hotel Horror Story by Edward Josephine. I read this book and my writing was like, I just wish this story has more on so I can know what's happening to the new building and Mark shopping in the another story. But oh my god, it just what? People disappear in that hotel. Something suspicion. And the mayor preferred to keep that creepy. So in the end, they shut it down and they wanted to create a shopping mall in the same location. It made me wonder if a hotel got shut down, they put in the new building, shopping mall. Obviously, it's gonna be the same situation. People disappear. Duh. Anyway, so I decided to continue to read more from this author. So the next I read The Disappearance of Ashley. I read this for short story. And oh my god. A small town that's called Ashley. And there's another town. It's called Hesville. So the people that live in Ashley, they see something. So they contact a police station from another town, which is 15 minutes away. And those police cannot get into the town of Ashley because something's blocking. They couldn't get in order to save people in the town of Ashley. The rest is history. So, wait at more. So, I decided to read more. And this story is Flight 370. Same author. I rate 1 star. Oh my god. As I was reading this short story, I'm telling you, this short story is similar TV show. I believe on Hulu. It's still on Hulu, I think. Manifest. If it's not Hulu, I think it's Netflix. Or either one of them. Either way. Manifest. Do you know about Manifest if you watch it? The fly just disappear. But the people still alive. They just couldn't get out from the situation like light magic or something. They went to a different dimension. This happened the same thing. Just a little twist in the end of the story. Manifest this. And the last book that I read today with the lesbian Little Mermaid graphic novel. I get 3 stars. It is interesting because it's different. Similar to original movie Disney, but with a little twist different. This is more like lesbian. Instead of the prince and the bird, it's the princess. But apparently, in the end, near the end, the princess from the bird, she's an asshole. So somehow, the princess bird was supposed to marry another princess from another kingdom. The Little Mermaid met that princess from another kingdom neighbor, and they just fell in love. I'm like, that's a little different from the original movie. Okay, so that's where I get 3 stars. So that is my Turtle 20 book wrap up. As I mentioned before, I'm reading this Horror Hotel by Victoria Fonte and Faith McClary, and The Teacher by Frida Mafari. So that is my wrap up. Bye. Have a good day. Ciao.